Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, right. Now
Yes,
please
sir.
mute, now please mute yourself. Okay. Now you see, in last class we have learned that overheads implies indirect expenses. There will be direct expenses and indirect expenses in an organization. In case of direct expenses, you can easily identify, you can easily tell that to which production unit they belong. But in case of indirect expenses, it requires additional exercise on the part of the management to apportion the expenses to various production departments. So in yesterday class, we have learnt about redistribution method, how to redistribute service department expenses to production departments, that is apportionment of expenses. Now coming to today's class, we will learn about simultaneous equations or simultaneous equations. What do you mean? How you calculate? We will learn, but before that we will have to recapitulate what we have learned in your 10th class, or if any MPC students are there in your intermediate level, you must have done problems based on simultaneous equations. So before solving this problem, in this problem we have totally 5 departments, namely P1, P2, P3, S1 and S2. See, P1, P2, P3, these 3 are production departments. S1 and S2 are service departments. See, here it is given reallocation, just like in a previous problem, they have given clearly production departments, service departments, the division is given. Now these 2, you have to remove, you have to apportion them to production departments. Now how the process is carried out in simultaneous equations method, we will learn today. But before that, first of all, we will recapitulate what we have learned up to 10th class. Or if you are an MPC student, you continued the simultaneous equations method, you must have continued at your degree, at your intermediate level. Okay. So for example, I will try to take one example and explain how equation is solved. Let us take for example x plus 2y is equal to 100. Let us take for example 3x plus y is equal to 50. Let us take for example, up to your 10th class you have solved, you have found out the values of x and y. If values are given like that, if equations are given like this, you solved in your 10th class. Did you remember? I hope you remembered. For those who did not remember, I will tell now how to solve this equation. These 2 equations, how to find out the value of x and how to find out the value of y, I will tell now. Now you see, one is x value is given, x value is not known, y value is not known. Similarly here also, x value is not known, y value is not known. We have to find out. But for finding out, what we will do is, see here x is there, here 3x is there. If we multiply this equation with 3, then the number before x will be same. That is coefficient. In technically we will call it as coefficient. So first of all, we will multiply this first equation with 3. Okay, at your intermediate level you have done this. At your 10th level you have done this. You are solving this. Okay. Now we will do. So how to do? So this into 3 we have to do it. So 3 into x will give us 3x plus 2 into 3y, that will give us 6y is equal to 3 into 100, 300. Did you understand? Dear students, did you understand?
Okay, sir. We understand, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Yes? Okay, right. Now the second equation will be as it is. Okay, 3x plus y is equal to 50. So this is what we got now. Now what we have to do? Now we have to solve it. Now you see here 3x is there, 3x is there. They can be cancelled. What we have to do? We have to deduct this. We have to minus this from this equation. So x's will be cancelled. Only y's will remain. Okay, we will solve it now. Here we will deduct it. Okay, we will minus it. Okay, now you see 3x minus 3. This will be cancelled.
Plus 3x minus 3x
minus
cancel.
3x is 0. It will be cancelled. Okay. Now coming to 6y. This is plus not is equal to. So 6y. This is minus y now. This entire equation will be minus deducted. Okay. 6y plus 6y minus y. It is here.
Y. Plus 5y.
Okay. So it will be 5y. It will be 5y is equal to, now here also 300 minus 50. So 300
plus 250
will
plus
give
250.
So this I hope you recollected. Okay, up to 10th class we have done problems like this, finding out value of x value and y value. Now therefore y is equal to, you can find 250 by 5. See 250, this
50.
is 250 is right to the right side
Y
of
equal to 50, sir.
Whereas 5 is multiplying y. Now if you have to find out the value of y, you have to take 5 to this side. Here it is multiplying. If you take it to equal to right side, it will divide the number. So up to 10th class you have learnt this. So 250 by 5 will give us 50.
Y value equal to 50, sir.
So y value you came to know. Now what you have to do? Just you take any equation, in y value you replace it. Okay, now I will take this equation. First equation I will take. X plus 2y is equal to 100. Now in this one I will replace y with 50 because I found out the value of y. Now coming to replacing y value with 50. Okay, now you see it is x plus 2 into, in place of y you keep 50, is equal to 100. Therefore it implies
X plus 100 equal to 100.
x plus 100
equal to 100.
equal to
100. That x is equal 100 plus 100, it says this question minus. Coming to this side, minus 100.
it is equal to, therefore x we have to keep this side equal to this side. Okay, so 100 and this plus 100 you will take to this side, then what will become? It will become minus. So therefore x is equal to 0. We have 0. So did you recollect in your 10th class we have done problems like this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this method we will have to apply here. That's all, very simple. So that is why I made you to recollect your 10th class mathematics. This whatever we have, these are simultaneous equations. This method we will apply in our overheads to find out value of x and to find out value of y. That's all. That much simple it is. Okay, you take this as examples. Whatever I have done, you take it as examples. Otherwise, you will forget how it came. This example you note down. This you take as example. Okay. This entire column you take as example. Recapitulation, whatever we have learnt in 10th class, I tried to make you recollect those problems. Okay, did you note down? Shall I give 2 minutes time? See, please remember, when I am doing a problem, when I am solving a problem, you do not copy it as it is. Afterwards, I will give time. Then you note down. Otherwise, you will not be able to understand how it came. When I explain, you just look at the screen. That's all.
Okay, sir.
Okay. 2 minutes
Okay,
time I
sir.
will give. Please note down.
We have 1 minute.
Okay. Now, I hope you have mentioned those problems. We have noted this example. Okay. I am removing this example. Now, coming to solution. How to solve this? Solution. First of all, in order to solve this problem, what we have to think is, whatever these are there, 10%, 20% service departments are there. In production departments, I mentioned this is P1, P2, P3, S1, S2. These are service departments. Let us take, for example, whatever the expenses that are there in service department, we do not know how much we have to allocate, apportion. So those S1 department, service departments expenses, you think them as X. Let X is equal to total overheads of department S1. You take it as X. Whatever expenses that are there, you take it as X. Similarly, whatever that is there in service department 2, let Y. You have to think it as, you have to assume it as Y. So total overheads of department S2. So one you are assuming as X and the other one you are assuming as Y, because they are unknown values. Okay. How much to apportion you do not know now. So you assume it as one as X and the other one as Y. Then you can solve. Then, okay. Then, see, you have to derive equations. This equation part is very, very important. Please remember, this equation is very, very important. How to derive those equations, I am saying now. Now you see. Then, therefore, other words, therefore, X is equal to, how it will come? Now you see, opposite to S1, how much amount is there? 200 rupees is there. That 200 rupees is constant, it will not change. Okay. So X is equal to 200 plus. Then versus service department, what is the percentage they gave? S1.
20%.
S1, 20% is given. 20% means here we have to write 20 by 100 means how much? 20 divided by 100. Percentage means per 100. So 20 divided by 100 will give us 0.2. To 200 plus 0.2 and remaining is y. In x you will find out the service department y's. So first equation is x plus, in service department 1, 200 rupees is fixed constant. You will take that value plus this 20% is there. So 20% you will take it as 0.2 from y. From S2 you have assumed as y. So instead of S2 you will put it as y. So coming to second equation. Similarly, x you have found out. Similarly, y we have to find out. Y is equal to c. Yes, in S2 what is the amount? 334 is there.
334.
334 plus what is the percentage versus S2? Against S2 how much? 10%. 10% means it is 0.1. 0.1. Here you have to take it as x. So in x you will write it as y. For y you will write it as, take it as x. So these are the two equations, simultaneous equations that have been arrived at by you. Did you understand? Or
Yes,
can I repeat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I am again explaining. See, whatever expenses that are there, you have to apportion them to production departments. Whatever expenses that are existing in service departments, you have to apportion them to production departments. So S1, S2, these are service department expenses. You have to apportion them to P1, P2 and P3. So how to apportion them? In the problem you have been asked to calculate with the help of simultaneous equations method. So how that equations have been, these two are the equations that we have arrived at. How we got there, I am again explaining. Please see. So first of all, service department S1 expenses you have to assume as x. Similarly, service department S2 expenses you have to assume as y. Now coming to derivation of the first equation. So x is equal to, in S1 department 200 rupees fixed constant expenditure is there, that you have to mention. So 200 plus versus this one, against this one what is the percentage given? 20%. 20% means 20 by 100 will give us 0.2. Here next one you have to take it as other department. One department we have taken as x. Next service department you have to take it as y. Similarly, this second S2 service department S2 values also you have to write. So S2 expenses we have assumed as y. So y is equal to, against S2 334 rupees expenditure is there, constant expenditure, that you will take as it is, plus versus this one 10% is given. So 10% means 10 by 100, it will give us 0.1. 0.1. So in for y you have to take it as x. For x you have to take it as y.
right.
In this way we have arrived at two simultaneous equations. If you are able to understand the formation of these equations, the problem is easy. How to solve that? We have recapitulated. Okay. Now you see, in order to solve this, we have to see when points are there, it is irritating in a problem. We have to remove those points. Okay. How to remove? How they can be removed? Can anybody tell? Here 0.2 is there, 0.1 is there. How to remove those points? In your 10th class, you have learned it. You have to multiply with 10. Entire equations, if you multiply with 10, those points will be removed. Okay. Up to in 10th class, you have learned it, but you have forgotten now. Okay. Now how to do it, I will tell. So into 10 will give us. Now how? So this entire equation you have to multiply with 10. So 10 into x will give us 10x is equal to 200 into 10. It will give us 2000 plus 0.2y into 10 means how much it will come? 2y it will be. You calculate 0.2 into 10 you do, you will get 2. 0.2 into 10 you will get 2. So 2y. So like that, we are able to eliminate points. So similarly here also, in order to eliminate points, we have to multiply this equation also with a 10. Okay, 10 into y will give us 10y. 10y is equal to 334 into 10, 3340, plus 0.1 into 10, meaning it will give us 1x. That's all. So these are the two equations that we have practiced earlier. In our 10th class, we have learned these equations, how to solve them. We have practiced just now. So these are the outcomes of simultaneous equations. These we have arrived at. When points are there, it will be very irritating to compute. In computation, it will be very difficult. So in order to remove them, you have to multiply with 10. The entire equation you are going to multiply with 10. This equation also you are going to multiply with 10. Then those decimals can be removed. Point implies here in my meaning, my concept decimal. So the decimals can be removed. So I am explaining again. 10 into x, 10x, 200 into 10, 2000, plus 0.2 y into 10 will give us 2y. Similarly, y into 10, 10y, 334 into 10, 3340, plus 0.1x into 10 will give us 1x. I hope it is clear now. I explained 2-3 times. Is it clear? Did you
Yes,
understand?
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, these are the two equations. Now, we have to equal at least x value, x coefficient or y coefficient, we have to equalize first. Then we can cancel one x or one y, we can cancel. We can find out the value of the other very easily. So here 10x is there, 1x is there. So what can we do? I will multiply this equation with 10 again. Okay, then it will be 10x will come. Here already 10x is there in this equation. Here I want 10x so that x values can be cancelled. Did you understand? I can get the value of y first. Here in the above first equation 10x is there. In the second equation only 1x is there. Here also it should be 10. How it will become? The entire equation, if I multiply with 10, here 10x will come. So that is what I am going to do now. Okay. So this equation multiplied with 10. So how it will be? You see how it will be. 10y into 10 will give us 100y is equal to 3340 into 10 will give us 33400. Okay, plus 1x into 10 will give us 10x. Now these are the new equations. In the above equation, first equation you can see 10x is equal to 2000 plus 2y. In the second equation, it is 100y is equal to 33,400 plus 10x. 33,400 plus 10x. These are the two equations that have been arrived at. Okay. Now you can see. Now you can solve it. Now how to solve it? Now you see. First of all, 10x is equal to 2000 plus 2y. In second equation, here this side 10x is there. You have to bring it to this side. So it is to the right of equal to. So you have to bring it to the left of equal to. Left of equal to means this side it is plus 10x. If you bring it to left side of equal to, it will become minus 10x. So minus 10x is equal to 33,400. See, here it is plus 100y. you have to bring it to this side. So when you bring it to that side, it will become minus 100y. So 33,400 minus 100y it will be. So like this, it is going to be there. Did you understand, dear students?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now you can see. Now you have to solve it. 10x plus 10x minus 10x can be cancelled if you are adding it. You are adding now. In our example, we have deducted, but here we can add because it's minus 10x is already there. It is plus 10x. Plus 10x minus 10x is 0. So now coming to here. So 33,400 plus 2,000 means 35,400. Minus 100y is there, plus 2y is there. So minus 98y will be the outcome of those two. Okay. 33,400 plus 2,000 will give us 35,400. Minus 100y plus 2y. See, minus 100y minus value is more than plus value. So you will take it as minus. 100, 2, difference between the two. One is minus value, one is plus value. So minus 100 plus 2. If you calculate, if you compute, it will give you 98, minus 98. Okay. Now coming to next step, how to find out the value. So 35,400 is equal to, now 98y you will take to that side, equal to that side you will take 98y. Okay. Therefore y is equal to, what happens? Y is equal to 35,400 by 98. So here 98 is multiplying y. Now this is equal to that side you will take it now. So when you take it that side, it will divide. So 35,400 by 98. What is the answer, you please tell me? 35,400 divided by 98. 35,400.
Sir, 361.22.
361. I will take it as 361. Okay. It is less than 0.5. No, 361.5 is not there. So 361.2 is there. So I will take it as 361. Okay. So now coming to, so this y value we are able to identify. With the help of y value, we can identify x value. Okay. Therefore x, therefore in this equation we will replace in the first equation. In the first equation, y value we will take it as 361. Therefore 10x is equal to 2000 plus 2 into, in place of y you have to write 361. 2 into 361. It will 10x is equal to 2000 plus 361 into 2. How much it is? 7. Is it 722? You please check. 361 into 2. Is it correct? 722?
2,722, sir.
Okay. Combinedly 2,720. So therefore it implies x is equal to, what happens? X is equal to
2,722 by 10.
It will give us 272. Is it clear? Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
So therefore service department S1 value will be not 200. We changed it to 272. Similarly, Service department S2 value in the problem is given as 334. But with the help of simultaneous equations, we have changed it to 361.
361.
Like this we have done. Okay. Now you see, for your understanding, for your cross checking, you have to do one thing. Because we have adjusted point values, no? If it is less than 0.5, we have taken the previous number. If it is more than 0.5, we have taken the next number. So in order to check whether we have done correct or not, you have to just cross check. See, 200 plus 334, what is the value? 200 plus 334, total is 534. 200 plus 334. So here also these two values we have changed them. 361 plus 272, how much it is coming? It is coming to 533. One rupee is less. So here we have adjusted 361.22 means we have taken as 361 it seems. So here that 0.22 I am taking it as I am going to next amount, that is 362. Now the both amounts are whatever that is given in the problem is equaling whatever we have found out in our equations. Did you understand? Is it clear? You have to cross check only 1 rupee or 2 rupees difference here, you have to adjust it.
Okay.
Okay. So now, so therefore, dear students, in this manner you have to write. How to write? I am telling in this way you check. See. What we have to do is take the values of S1 is equal to S1 we have found out now how much? 272. And S2 is equal to S2 how much we have calculated? S2 is equal to 362. Okay. And apportion them. Apportionment means distributing to others. Apportion them on the basis of the percentage, the production department. In 3 production departments. Okay. So how it can be done? See, percentages are given just like in yesterday's problem. Percentages are given in the table. In this table, you can find these percentages. So you will not consider these percentages now. Only these percentages you will take into consideration. Okay. Now, see how to do it. Insert file. So like this, you have to draw particulars, then total, service department P1 is there, service department P2 is there, production department, sorry, P3 are there. So P1, P2, P3, these 3 are the production departments. So these production departments values you are going to enter now, particulars. As per distribution summary. So in the first one, directly it is given as for P1 700, 500, sorry 800, 700, 500. So 800, then 700, then next 500. Combination of these 3, total of these 3, 8 plus 7, 15, 15 plus 5 is 2000. Okay. Now S1 we have to allot. See S1 how we are going to allot. Now you check S1 value is 272. Okay, 272. First one how we have to, how much is given in the problem? 20%.
20%.
272 into 20%. How much it will be? You please calculate and tell me. 272 into 20%. Huh? How much?
54.4, sir.
54. Okay, right. Then second one, 272 into 40%. Means double of this. Yesterday I told no in our previous class.
108.8, sir.
108.8.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will take it as 109. Okay. Then next one, 272 into 30%. What is the value?
81.6, sir.
81.6. I will take it as 80.
87.
Okay. What is the value? Please tell me. 272 into 30%. 272 into 30%.
30%.
Is it 82?
Yes, sir.
But it should be equal to 272. No, these three combinedly should give us 272. But it is not coming like that. You please cross check. You please verify it. 164, 244. It is somewhere mistake has happened. You please cross check. I am calculating now. It's 272 into first percentage is how much? 20%.
20%. 54.
54. Okay. Next one. Automatically 109 will come.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. See, this I have mistakenly done. This here you have to write 54, but I have written on in that column 54. Here it is 109, and the remaining
Nine.
we have, yes, how much is coming?
82, sir.
82. Okay, no problem. We will cross check. Okay. S2 we have to distribute. See, S2 how much is there? 362. 362 into how much percentage is there? 40%.
40%.
62 into 40%. How much? 362 into 40%.
144.8, sir.
145, sir.
145. Okay. Next, 362 into 20%. How much?
20%.
72.4, sir.
72 I am taking. Okay.
72, sir.
Here also I am taking as 72. So total of this 2 plus 9, 11. 54 plus 109 plus 82. How much? 54 plus 109 plus 82.
245, sir.
So 45. Here 145 plus 72. 217 plus 72. 280. Is it 289?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
289, sir.
Okay. Like that you are going to discuss. Okay. See, what you have to remember is this total will not be equal to 272. Why it is like that means, see here 10% you did not take into consideration. 20% you did not take into consideration. That is why this difference between these values will come. Okay. So this is in this way you are going to redistribute. This is simultaneous equations method. Okay. So now at the end again we have to mention totals also you have to do. Total. What is how much here total you tell me? 2000 plus 245 plus 289. Is it 2524?
7,534.
534. Okay, right. Here
800.
999. Is it 999?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 809 plus 72. Is it 881?
98.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 881 only will come. You please
881, sir.
Please check again. It is 654. It seems you check it.
Yes, sir.
654.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's all. This is how you are going to arrive at. In this way, this equations method. This is simultaneous equations method. I hope you understood. Okay. Shall I repeat? Shall I repeat once? If you want me to repeat, I will repeat. Okay, for this, first of all, you have to recollect what you have learned up to your 10th class. How these equations you can equalize, you can minimize the values, you have to understand. How can you eliminate one value, you have to understand. Then you can understand this solution properly. Okay, whatever that is given in the problem, you will mention as per primary data or as per distribution summary. These values they have given in the problem directly. 2800, 700, 500. Now this, as per your simultaneous equations, you have arrived at those values. You have derived those values. So I hope it is clear. Okay. So just like yesterday, whatever I have done, this video is also going to be available for you in YouTube. If you are unable to understand, go to YouTube. I am sharing it to your madam, that link again. You again see second time or third time, any number of times you can see it. So that is the beauty of this. So certain advantages are there, certain disadvantages are there in online teaching. This is one advantage. See, in physical class, if I tell one time or two times, if you are unable to understand, or on that particular day, it happens that you are absent to the class. But now, even if you are absent, you can visit the video in the YouTube. If you are unable to understand properly, I explained 2-3 times. Even then, if you are unable to understand properly, you can go to YouTube again. You can watch any number of times until you got a clear-cut idea of this solution. Okay. So your homework will be whatever yesterday's problems I gave, 3 or 4. Those problems with the help of simultaneous equations again you solve. Okay, redistribution method you have done yesterday. Simultaneous equations method, you follow it and you solve those problems. Okay, so I hope I am clear. Thank you very much, dear students, and
Thank you.
thank you very much, madam.